This is to show the SketchBook and the flipbook functionality. So you can do a new empty flipbook and a few different settings in there, and then you end up with this timeline here with a bunch of what they call keyframes. So you can go, the way I would use it, this basically runs at about 30 frames per second. And you can put keyframes and spaces in between, and you can make like sort of motion. You can see there it's a motion, and it repeats if you want it to, that sort of thing. When you're drawing like animation, here you would say how many keyframes you want to shadow before and after, so you can just kind of get an idea of what's on that frame. To draw on that frame based on what's before and after by this many keyframes. The keyframes don't count blank ones. So if you say like 3 back, it would go from here, it would go like skip, 1, 2, 3, that kind of thing. Anyways, I don't probably use that too much, but what I would do is more along the lines of, so I start and I draw something here, and then I would basically add another one, and basically that was a duplicate of it, duplicate this keyframe, and then I might do some adding onto there, that sort of thing. And then when I go on, I could do another one, and I could add a bit more, that sort of thing. And then what I would do is when I'm ready to show this, start here and then go through them one by one and talk about the different functionality of, a network or firewalls or whatever in that spot. So this works great for that. Just a reminder that you can use this virtual tablet server and connect it up with the phone, and it allows you to use the phone as a tablet, and it's been working great too. A couple other things I wanted to show here was there's the layers still happen, but there's a little bit different in that here you can have the foreground is what shows like up in here. The background, it shows up on all the keyframes. So if I show it here, and if I show this keyframe, and if I take this background off, you can see that it goes away, but the foreground of the keyframe stays there. The background color, where you can see where I changed that background color, and just do it. Command Z to go back if you want. Again, these are just the colors that you're using for the brush, and these are the brush properties. If you drag up and down with that, you can see the opacity goes up and then down, and brushes, the real handy one is this ballpoint pen because it just stays at the same pressure and everything. So if you bring up the brush properties, you can go under basic, see the size of it. I've been using around 2 to 3, something like that. Opacity, I would just leave it at 100. Then you can go to the advanced. There's a whole bunch of different things in there. The things like, let's see here. Size with heavy pressure, size with light pressure. In this case, you can see it makes no difference. Lighter stuff, but you could change that slightly if you want. That sort of thing. You can come down. So I just wanted to show that. I had been looking for the eraser at one time, and I found it's here. So there's a soft and hard eraser here. Really not much to do with the keyframes or whatever, but it's handy to know where that is. Here I've picked the ballpoint pen. I had my color got off, so what I can do there is go here and drop her and go on there, and then I can get my color back that way if I lose the color.